The thing that I really like about the Bang and Stani pickup is they're both very proactive players. Stani's a former IGL, can really help Ethan in that role because he's a brand new IGL for this team. And Bang makes a lot of on-the-fly calls.
Send some of the cavalry, the reinforcements out towards A, but things are looking normal. And now they look to take the B heaven areas. Mada forced to use the paint shells early up on the ropes as bdog and Mada picks up 2 huge kills. And 100 Thieves, again, they're running out of time. The hit is here on the B site, and they need to pick up the pieces. But Mada won't allow it. Now it's Hiko and 16 HP as the last one standing. And, I mean, the clutch god surely couldn't do it there. Down bdog. Oh, the timing just escapes him. Surely Bang goes down here. Ethan might as well. And no, bdog privy to what could be the push onto the site. Bang will finally fall, and Ethan stuck in the 1v2. The spike is planted, and Ethan's got the shots. It's the round and the Red Bull clutch to 100 Thieves. It's soon to be 3 players of LG in the A heaven position. Umbot goes out, doesn't spot the one close in the corner. It's jcStani to go one for one again. Meanwhile, on the side, Bang. I mean, this guy keeps finding kills and finding himself low HP. Last time he was able to find some extra value. Can he do it again as the clock is ticking an LG? They have to find their way in. Bang and Asuna fall. And Hiko has to try and find the clutch for himself, but he just can't do it. And the time is close, but it's plenty for LG as they'll scoop up a 3rd round. A lot of noise out towards A. Again, 5 rounds in, we're seeing LG's discipline. They're making sure that they're not giving up too much space elsewhere. They still have control of B heaven and that mid area. And now that they know everybody's here, I would imagine we start to see those rotations come through. bdog picks up 1, picks up 2. dazzLe is there for the 3rd. And, oh man, I mean, just flawless in the title. Put flawless in the title. It's another Prime Gaming flawless for LG.
In this hold, all they've really used is the Roomba for Mada. So on this execute, everyone is healthy, everyone has util, and it's just the right position for Moose with the trades. They're excellent. Ethan up top finds a shot with the tour de force, so site is compromised, and there's a Viper's pit for Hiko in the post. What's awesome about this setup is that Ethan still holds heaven. If that pit drops, there's still a defense elsewhere, but the retake, it's swift.
That it is, and well, it's a rocket launcher inside the pit, which means up close and personal, that thing can usually find a kill, but it goes wide. Hiko will finally fall, and the wall is up, so your defense is up inside heaven. I mean, it's completely crumbled. And jcStani now needs to try and find a way to clutch out the round, but TiGG will grab 4 on it, and the retake is beautiful for LG.
Yeah.
That were available, or rifles, I should say, that were available for 100 Thieves. Now Asuna has a lot of weight on his shoulders, and he decapitates bdog on top of the ropes, but Mada is there to trade. It's the off angles on the rafters that have been working wonders here for the Rays of LG. And it's another round surely to fall by the wayside. I guess at the end of the day, unless extra damage can be dealt here, 45 seconds on the clock, a nice flash, but no way, the blast pack kill to close it out. Name a better duo. The Trailblazer, the paint shells, the blast packs that in the hands of Mada seem to do too much damage and find frags. This time it's a different look though. It's split out towards B. Everybody's here. Moose all by his lonesome. He's hanging out. Wall goes up and, I mean, makes it hard to push on through. They're going to do it with the flash. dazzLe. Trailblazer up into heaven. The dash onto the site and the backstab is there as Mada will find 2. Asuna falls to the hands of TiGG. And nobody clears out bdog in this corner. The last one standing is jcStani, and he's headed for the hills, Mimi.
And you have dazzLe, who is playing really well in this rotator role. Both him and Mada have been given so much flexibility within this defense to always be in the right place at the right time. And that's because, first of all, bdog in heaven has a wall to create space for himself, and Moose has a camera to create space. You see, he finds info over towards A, which will trigger bdog elsewhere to pop up that wall. Sure, 100 Thieves have some space, but the thing is, Luminosity knows, but Mada gets caught on a rough timing. He'll fall, so now the pressure is on dazzLe, and he's taken down 2. Moose has to do this alone, and he can only grab 1. This was an eco round, and it's all falling apart. bdog will try and make a stand, and he's successful for 1, but the damage was done, and the site is lost.
The site lost. bdog forced away, uses the heal, but unfortunately won't come back the healthiest as Ethan looks to take the first fight. It doesn't go his way, and TiGG is ready for him on the other side. And Bang again, low HP on the sky, has to avoid everything.
He's making
a
play.
Stand next to a wall.
Look over towards vents. Check the timing on this. Sure, the resurrection is coming through, but that should confirm information to Bang that everyone is over towards the ramp. Time is already so far ticked, but the Seekers, they're crucial. Bang is isolated. They know where he is, and he's been smoked off from his team.
That he has. Cues up a flash with the Nebula smoke. Unable to get one through it all as dazzLe now looking to stick the defuse. bdog the next up to the plate, and the spike is halfway. dazzLe Gonna tap back on as jcStani tries to clutch things out, and he'll do it just like that. It's another Red Bull clutch for 100 Thieves.
Can spam off of, and in all that pressure out towards mid and B, the camera has been here all along. Moose has the info and he has a cage. He'll be able to weasel his way onto the site. He has a teammate here as well. 20 seconds for 100 Thieves to fell 2 players ratting in close.
And, well, they do one. They can't find the next. Good flash. But Moose will find a kill on through it, and he'll pick up a second. Moose is just locking down the site. He finds 3 on it. He wants some more, but Ethan will equalize, and the clock so low. Ethan had to come off the spike to find the kill. They had 6 seconds, but they make it work. Now TiGG needs to try and find a clutch. He's done it before, but can he do it again? 2 players to worry about. And the angle being held here out towards elbow. Ethan a bang on the site, and bang towards the end of the round. Finally, a healthy Sky. The rifle spotted, the chamber spotted, and TiGG is wary. He knows where this position is being played, but bang is better. And we'll find a third for 100 Thieves.
Patience. Buy time for Hiko's ult to be potent in towards the late round. For Luminosity, this is a matter of contending with the players holding the flank, and that pressure, it's on TiGG, who's already given away his position and only goes 1 for 1.
I mean, he reeled it back in, but that could have gone
Bold.
horrible. And, well, speaking of horrible, Hiko the first to fall inside the molly. Moose will go down, and the kills are going back and forth with the blast pack, trying to keep Asuna at bay, and they do so successfully. Now the fight to continue on forward as Ethan pulls out the classic, picks up 3 on the round, but the spike is halfway. dazzLe hops off, finds the frag and the defuse. And it's another round in the win column for LG. Their eyes elsewhere. It's all about what Ethan can find here at the tour de force. Early on this pick, the boombot goes out. Ethan's position noted. But do they know it's Ethan? Do they know it's the tour de force? The paint shells to force him back, and the clock is just ticking down. Hiko, though, with the bulldog, able to take a bite out of dazzLe, and bdog falls as well. The rotations through mid are perfect. 100 Thieves just buying their time to see which site they can finally get some value and make an effort towards. And, well, they do it out towards the A site. Unfortunately, both showstoppers used. They don't find too much. What? Yes, they do. Asuna finds Moose just outside the defender-sided spawn, and the ults were all they needed here. As 100 Thieves have done it, they battle back, they do it prime, gaming flawless here to end the half. Look at 100 Thieves, the difference in the defense from 100 Thieves, and maybe this is their reactive play style where they like to bounce around, but at this point in the game, LG, they wouldn't budge. Maybe they had one person kind of playing that flex across both maps, but 100 Thieves, they were all out towards their spawn, looking to play rotation together, and they're here, sure, for the fight, but are they ready for it? Oh, bang, able to bail out Ethan for just a second, but the team is falling down all around him. It's jcStani to try and clutch things up. A 1v3 here in the pistol round, but his knife is out. The heal is on, and mada will close out the pistol.
Or commit some of your Astra utility, which we know is of the utmost importance. So, makes life a little bit more difficult, but in not having that Viper, you do get a Sage, which is a pretty good role for bdog, as he'll show here. Finding one of the kills, as this should be a quick little cleanup for the side of Luminosity.
Stani just hoping to keep this one from going flawlessly. Picks up a classic, will eventually fall, and it is going to be that prime gaming flawless for LG. Improvement, and he didn't find Tim the Toolman Taylor on the other side. Unfortunately, he found a very aggressive jcStani. But the flash out towards mid at the start of the round, right? We expect that. So what does that actually do for 100 Thieves who are continuing to find these kills? The bonus round is what they won in the last.
No way.
Being able to find the next as the wall goes up. He will pick up another on the opposite side. And it's a near flawless in response from 100 Thieves.
And it is coming quickly. 100 Thieves, they will be caught off guard by this tripwire and will have to make their presence, but there's still a chance that this Astra falls ahead and he's too far forward. TiGG down for free. Now panic on the side of Luminosity, and Asuna able to find a second, but there's a reflank. mada was behind them in all of this, so it's flank upon flank, but who can hold stronger? Bang and Ethan for 2, but the backstab comes in. mada for a double, but it's only him. 1v2 now in this clutch. Spike is on the floor, but an isolated duel. If he can fell Ethan now, he can claim this spike, but now rotate on in. Molly down, and he's unprepared. mada falls. 100 Thieves, the aggressive push. Grabs it.
It does get broken, but no signs of movement just yet here from 100 Thieves. They're still holding their ground. They're expecting to play elsewhere. Now the stars come down to the bodies. Well, they're going to follow those stars. Dropping onto the floor is Bang with 4 on the round. He found the initial, and he wants to grab himself the ace. He's got 1 bullet left, and it's a low armor. Bang will do it. The ace for 100 Thieves.
Damn. Cypher. It's a lurk up towards ramps going on. And the thing is, there's no cam this time, and no one is directly holding for him besides that trademark. However, you have to look towards B because that's where the execute is coming.
Oh, and the showstoppers, they go back and forth, and, well, they go wide as well. So no harm, no foul with that, but Asuna will eventually fall. And the Cosmic Divide is down, so the site is cut in half. It's a very safe plant here for LG, and that's exactly what it will be. The spike will go down. All 5 still alive.
The rotation is being held.
Oh,
jcStani
no.
is stuck alone. He cannot make it to the site.
Yep.
This is down to the 2 players close.
Yeah, he is expecting Moose will take him down, but running out of time, they have to look to make a play here on the B site where 4 players still stand tall in Luminosity Gaming. Oh, man. I mean, you just got to go. Your teammate fell on the site. jcStani sure was just around the corner, but had too far of a trek to get there, and it looks like 100 Thieves want to hang on to these weapons. The right read. He has to find the frags here.
Yeah, I was going to say, Mada has a position. He will get spotted by the trademark, and that can be played off of, but Asuna, all the pressure's on him. Where's the trade? Not to come just yet. Nade will zone, but Spike's on the floor. It's information. To rotates come not yet. So these 2 players alone, isolated, but the utility is buying time. Mada will charge forward. It's 10 seconds on this clock, and it's Asuna to stand strong. The wall. Oh, it gets wonky, but up above. 1 falls. 8 seconds. Where's the spike? It has to be held now, and no one is able to stop Mada. So now 100 Thieves playing into this retake, but they start strong. Ethan to fell Moose. The trade is swift, and that was Hiko. Isolated, alone out towards the site. Now it's a split towards jcStani. He's the man unknown in this, but Ethan's been spotted. Luminosity, they're playing as a duo, but it's an isolated man. TiGG finds the duel. It's a third, a double swing forward, and Mada to shut down. Map point secured for Luminosity.
I mean, this could be it. Tour de force seemingly online here for Ethan as he holds this close angle. Hey, man, usually we see the Trailblazer. It's queued up. A push through the cyber cage. No, nobody quite yet spotted. Guiding light, but the shot will still land. The spike has fallen. I don't believe that one was noted. And Ethan, he's not moving. He plants his feet. He finds 3. Hiko will scoop one up through the poison cloud. And as the smoke subside, 100 Thieves, they fight back with the Prime Gaming flawless. Oh, still pretty good. LG, though, they're strong being a player down. They do find a way to fight their way back in, and we'll see if that's going to be the case. Asuna holding the high ground. Picks up the first up on top of the wall. No, Moose will eventually meet his doom. I don't think he was expecting to be forced up like that. And, well, Asuna, to punish the squad, cuts it down to just 2 remaining. It's a classic. It's a phantom. It's Mada. It's bdog. And it's seeming to be 100 Thieves round unless Mada can go huge here.
Oh, bdog's already shut down. Asuna will be there quick on the trade. 4K. For the young man to bring the gap down to just 3.
Things down. It allows Ethan to get his bearings, collect his thoughts as to which angle he does want to play with the operator. And at the end of the day, it forces LG to the opposite site. There's 2 players ready and waiting. There's a showstopper to try and open up this site. And Hiko just playing around the outside, but he's taken down by bdog. Moose, fortunately, will fall for 100 Thieves, but Asuna meets his maker in TiGG as well. And unfortunately, things aren't going too swimmingly here for the Thieves. Ethan gonna have to work through this wall. It's a player down on the retake. Make it 2 as Bang has fallen. Ethan and jcStani need to go huge, and Ethan's good for 1.
But there's a res. An immediate reply. Moose is back up, sure. Down comes this wall, but options are limited, and Stani, he's opening doors back on up. 3v2 now, but dazzLe, he's on an off angle. Surely he doesn't get checked. Now he's giving away the game. Drops down. The sound will elude him as Moose fights on the other side. Stani, he has to do this alone. 1v2 now. The wall working against him. He'll attempt to charge on through, but it's all for naught. 13-9. Luminosity take map number 1 over 100 Thieves.
We've seen Brimstone being played before. Okay, switching actually to a default comp now. They're going to be playing a double controller, the Astra and the Viper.
He did swap over to the Cypher for quite a bit, but there's so much trust again. This Viper to play all by his lonesome. Now Mada and the rest of the squad have since crept up, and Bang strikes back to even the odds. It's TiGG to go down, so one of the controllers to fall. Now you only have this Viper util, and it's not good enough. It will not force jcStani away. The spike has fallen. The bodies have dropped, and LG at a 2-player disadvantage.
What a massive reply to find. Individual performance out of Bang there, and another step up from his teammate above, giving him the space to get away and finding some frags as well. So now, the pressure is squarely with bdog. Healthiest man alive. He still has utility to work with in way of the rendezvous, but he has a fight. It's isolated, but he cannot win it. Another crisp shot for Stani, and now a 1 HP Moose will have to work against 4.
30 seconds left.
Not going to be enough. jcStani single-handedly clawing 100 Thieves back into that round. 2 huge kills in the round previous, so still fairly strong, and they've got the right read. 3 players on the arcade side of the map. Well, now the 4 players have been noted, but the flash is too good, and mada cuts them down. The raised diff once more as Moose will hang on to the spray for just a second too long. A beautiful flash from Bang makes him net 1. But it's 100 Thieves, a player down. Mada chipped away, and that spike, it's headed the opposite direction.
Yep, they've gambled on the wrong horse in this one. Luminosity realize how much time is left on that clock, so they'll look to re-clear. Ensure nothing funky is happening with the flank, nothing weird is happening with these extremities, and they've all but confirmed it.
The site is free. The 2 are still playing together for 100 Thieves, so they're going to be looking to retake together. And this is heartbreaking. Spike is planted. Oh, it's on the other side. And now look at how much we have to clear. Do we even clear this? Sure, the economy's good. They'd be able to buy up into the next, as they're wary of a player inside their spawn. And the clock just keeps ticking. They are going to back away from this one. And they don't have the information that they took down the trademark, but it did that as well, right? So there's no slow. At this point, LG could look to play elsewhere around the map after drawing over these rotations, but it will not be the case as Ethan once more, a little bit later in the round, tries to fight for this free extremity and unfortunately loses it. But on the site, jcStani does it again. With 33 health, he has one more player to worry about. It's dazzLe who will finally trade that kill back, and Bang plays off the flashes beautifully to go 1 for 1. This time, 100 Thieves. A player the lead, but that player is dazzLe. Asuna and Hiko need to try and find their way back into this one. Wall subsides. At utility, not here either. Rolling Thunder used, and okay, here we go. No way! dazzLe was re-equipping his weapon in Asuna. Taps down the 56 HP breach. LG are here, but wanted to make sure that they can't push their way up into this A main area for free. They are still going to do so by a bit weakened. When the Viper's Pit used here from Hiko, just to make sure that the A site is a costly one should you want to hit it. And speaking of cost, Asuna falls, the door opens once more, and Bang is on the other side. The bouncer not going to let him into Sands just yet, and Bang will do it again. Bang and jcStani, you already talked about it, but they've looked so damn good thus far. And in the last round, moving into this one, seems like those 2 have single-handedly pushed 100 Thieves to their 4th round. bdog only on 10 HP. dazzLe, even less. Ethan to be able to spot out the chamber. Takes a headshot, though. Will eventually fall, and bdog, no way, Jose. I might be getting a little too excited for this. But there is absolutely no shot LG win this round, Mimi. It's not allowed.
Surely not, right? Hiko still has his ult up, and the time is working against them. The 1 HP, the K won't matter either way. It's up to a fight. Hiko, can he get this done? He's isolated. He dies. This round might just be over, but it's a matter of timing, and bdog is found at the HP. Now, doesn't matter, because it's a 2v1. Advantage given to Luminosity, and time to establish in this post. Look what's available. 2 flashes, stun, aftershock, a tour de force for bdog. I mean, everything is working in the right direction, but at least Stani has something to fight back in. Wall goes up, there's a smoke to creep forward.
Yeah, but he's on the wrong side, and he's about to meet the tour de force on the other. You see bdog holding his stairs, and oh, look at dazzLe.
It's so big out of dazzLe,
Creep
so much
past
information.
So much here, knows that he's on the opposite
And he
side
has
of
the
the wall.
aftershocking towards the late round, too. He can deny onto this spike.
Falling apart. It's falling apart. jcStani, he put the
No
wall
way!
down, but I don't think he has the time. He's found the frags, but the round will go the way of LG. The clock, the biggest member of LG, the 6th player. jcStani, he made it look cool, Mimi. Thunder for some time. We'll see if we eventually get that in way of stopping one of these pushes, and it looks like he's got it queued up. Unfortunately, there's no noise being made. He's got absolutely no idea. It's going to be beak here from Hiko, and the ult, it's subsided. He put it away. He pulled his weapon out. They weren't ready for a play inside towers. They battled back for 1. The most important in the spike, but the showstopper's online for mada, and TiGG is there to frag as well. Now Ethan all by his lonesome. A classic, a tour de force, a dream with 4 players in front of him. I mean, this is just an unwinnable round for 100 Thieves.
Early 400 Thieves.
Same start early. Bro, G4 players inside the spawn atop the map, and Oh my god, it just gets cut down. They push aggressively underneath here.
What?
Make quick work of bdog, but they're traded right back, Mimi. LG refused to give up anything for free. And now in the 2v2,
Stunning.
it's going to be a 1v2, right? You have to play one across the site on both sides. And jcStani cuts it down to just TiGG. Excuse me, Moose, who has the spike in hand. And you have to assume, what's the call here for 100 Thieves, right? Play together. You cannot allow this round to slip away. jcStani so huge. If he's playing on that site, he's then worrying about 2 players running him down.
Here's the thing,
he goes
though.
aggressive. He finds a kill.
Look at the rotation. He's heading his way back towards the B site. His orb is here. His wall is here. He has the util to play off of, and he'll work forward, but the time is an issue. 100 Thieves are just around the corner, and the first duel's critical. Just a dink. HP was not enough to win it out. A valiant attempt, but 100 Thieves do hold on. That should probably activate a quicker hit out towards A. They know that someone is likely up top over towards the drop. They don't know if it's 1 or 2, but the Viper utility gives reason to pause. Now it's falling down, but it's a one-way. Well set up there for Hiko. This drop position is pivotal, and the next player somehow not ready for it. bdog does trade, but Spike's on the ground. And Ethan is still here. The operator needs to hold on to this one. Needs to buy time, and Moose wants to buy space, but his purchase fails. Rejected. Bang fights him back, so now a man disadvantage, but TiGG positioned to make a play here. When does he time to swing? A man in astral form just around the corner, but he's whiffing. Has to fall. Still healthy, and this one is down below. The op wheel hold, and the timing is right. Bang to fall. A heroic effort, and Ethan actually gets out the teammates. They're both isolated from each other, and 100 Thieves, they each win their respective fight and claim the round. Again, it is the scrap where this team is thriving.
TiGG. He won the duel last time, but up close and personal, that's a scary place to be, and he might just get backstabbed.
Timing. Oh, this gets weird. Ethan turns, he's stunned. Down he falls, but Asuna had worked his way through this entire time. The flank comes to fruition. Is this the go call or the Luminosity cancel? They have to make that decision quickly because the pinch is an issue for either side midair. Neither connect. No, Asuna still has one up!
What?
And his goes massive. A double kill off the rocket, and Stani to finish. 100 Thieves grab their 7th. Stani will concede a little bit of space in that one, but it's well contained. Multiple players still on this B site, and rotates underway, but Luminosity want to test it. Fight towards the ramp for the Astra. Now more pressure applied. Stani has to get something done because the space behind him is lost. The smoke is soon to fade within the nebula. He'll play, but he's stunned. Mid-air, launched into the arms of Mada. He'll greet him warmly with the trades. They're better. 100 Thieves fighting back on in through the cosmic divide. It's bdog. Chaos. Sound dampened, no one can see, no one can hear, and unknowing our 100 Thieves as the spike will be planted, a retake required, and only 2 players left to do it.
And Aftershock just a second too late as that spike went down in the Viper's pit just to be able to creep forward. But you have to fight out of it. You have to push towards the other side, and dazzLe going to be waiting for you here as the shots don't land. He's still incredibly healthy. bdog with a headhunter. Flash goes out, but it doesn't get dazzLe. Now Hiko forced to go fishing inside the swamp that is the Viper's pit. He has to find 3 kills and get on the spike, and he has to do it right now. The op shot doesn't land. Needs to go back to it, but he's running out of time. If he taps, he's got to go half. He is going to tap, but Moose is there on the wrap. It's 7-5. It's the best LG could get.
He did leave Stani here. I think we're trying to bait out to see if someone would flank, commit to that rotation, but that hasn't happened. And TiGG now is here alone. Time is limited, but he has a Nebula to play around. Even going 1-for-1 here is good enough because he has support.
Whoa, oh my goodness, TiGG's gonna find 2, forced to reload, and the right clicks will eventually land, but like you said, TiGG has support, and jcStani has none.
Yeah.
They flex that way, but again, they just don't budge, man. LG just don't budge. bdog kind of asleep on the angle, though. Doesn't quite find the shot, but backstab from the Spectre. Long range, it gets a little wild, but fortunately, the cavalry has arrived. It's dazzLe for 2. It's bdog to finally finish what he started, and they didn't do it flawlessly, but LG do a pretty good job. Okay, never mind. They're doing a pretty bad job at securing this round. Heaps of damage, but at the end of the day, a tie game, and they understand that. They haven't done that just yet. They've bought a full rotation. Sure, they have the numbers advantage by 1, but there's so many angles to clear. They still want to push right on into it, and they do not clear underneath. A nice backstab from Moose will keep dazzLe alive and steal away the next kill as the fault line. Finds the tag on a jcStani, and he's just trying to creep around and find the fights, but he just can't get it. Ethan will pick up 1 from downtown. Has the high ground, but now 2 players to worry about. The spike in hand, 40 seconds Again, you don't have to commit, but it seems the call might just be that as he drops down onto the site and the crossfire's there. He's got to go the other direction, Mimi.
30 seconds left.
He has found himself an angle. Moment of respite, time to hold on to, but Luminosity is comfortable holding. They'll wait 20 seconds, that's all that's left, and with every passing moment, a rotation towards B becomes less and less likely. Timing is an issue on this one. It's a mad dash. Will he make it? 5 seconds to get that spike in towards the floor. It's going to be close, but I think he just has it. We'll get the spike on down. So post-plant established. Rendezvous coming back up in 10 seconds. That means he has an opportunity to get aggressive, have a get-out-of-jail-free card, and the way Luminosity is approaching it, it's 1 by 1. They're separated. He has a duel isolated here onto dazzLe if the timing is right, and he'll win it. So now a 1v1. bdog on the other side of the map. A rendezvous to work off of for Ethan.
And bdog took the trap down. So Ethan knows exactly where bdog is. He might have clawed their way back into this one, and he's done just that. A Red Bull clutch for the chamber of 100 Thieves.
Thieves finding double digits, and that's looking more and more likely. Disadvantage in the retake here. Rumor to clear some space. Astroworld will buy time for jcStani.
And it also cuts off the noise. How many, or did this door open for everybody to push on through? jcStani still finds one, and they're corralled inside a main.
Ethan.
30 seconds left.
And Bang Rolling Thunder, I think, is going to be that go switch. He's pushing underneath. There it goes. But unfortunately, bdog, he doesn't get tagged by it. He's unaffected and unfazed by the players pushing onto the side. He picks up 2. He drops away. Has yet to use the rendezvous, and that spike, it's yet to be planted. Now it's fall on the showstopper over the top inside the corner as Ethan, and Bang tries to fight his way out, but Mada says no, and LG find their 8.
Should this utility be played right? Should this delay come through? Asuna wants to go quickly.
30 seconds left.
He doesn't quite land the jump, though, so he has to hit that rope. Now tries to take the fight in the run and gun.
Forward.
It's not good enough, and yeah, there's nobody to answer with him. It's the same thing that the analyst desk broke down and split. He's just a bit too far forward, but at the end of the day, 100 Thieves, they reel it back in. They find themselves a player the lead, and bdog now looks to go to work with the operator, trying to find the slimmest of margins to anybody crossing back over. And there's nothing. Well, this one snake bite, I guess, but there's not a whole lot to force them out of this angle, so they can look to just sit tight. Then, well, a beautiful flash from Bang will enable the 2 frags at the end of the round, and 100 Thieves will find their 11th.
3 of these players are, and they have a flank coming through. They can isolate this, but the thing is, loses position. He should be able to grab a rifle. He's the healthiest man left alive. If there was ever a chance to make something of the round, it's on moves. He's giving it away.
That's out Stani. Yeah, Bang. Just around the corner. Able to find the kill. Stani closes out the round. 3 on it to find 100 Thieves. They're 12th and guard. They rotate back over towards that B site. Everybody looking to play the stack out towards A. Obviously, given the weaponry, you want to have all those members together. By the way, it's a 12th for 100 Thieves. It's TiGG. Go to answer back and try to find a 9th for LG as Mada hops his way into the kill feed, and aggression again out towards A main. A beautiful flash, trying to peek away his Mada, and he does it once more, and he walks away, Mimi, completely unscathed.
His satchel micro is so good. The desk was talking about this a little bit, but in isolating these 1v1 duels, Mada's utility usage is just excellent. Wait a minute. How has Ethan found himself here? Has a flank, has position. Now things get awkward. Luminosity, sure, they have man advantage, but they're getting pinched on this one. It's a matter of timing. When does Ethan swing? How much can he find? The setup is strong. Crossfire now for Luminosity, and the spike is still staunchly planted on the ground. They're wrapping and re-clearing him, I think. They're conceding the spike to take down Ethan, maybe?
They don't want to leave it up to heroics. They do want to clear these angles, and well, now Hiko needs to be the hero, and he can't do it. 4 members still alive as Hiko falls to be retrieved, but nobody really wants it. Flash queued up, and no way. No way. They're just gonna peek dry, and Bang will fall. Asuna is there to trade it back onto Moose, but bdog still has the op, still out towards the safe side. He's gonna try and shut down the showstopper. Through the wall he'll go. He's trying to dance around it, and the grab well's perfect. Asuna somehow finds a way to sneak away, but he's answered right back as mada uses a showstopper of his own. Here comes the rolling thunder through the pit. It doesn't matter. LG will push, but Hiko is unfazed by this. And jcStani is standing and banging underneath. It's Hiko for 2. It's 100 Thieves to push us to map 3.
So
LG's going to have a plan here for Breeze. So playing Scrappy has worked out for them thus far. We'll see if it continues to drag them across the finish line. What we got?
Down halls.
this gets a little funky because they can cut the rotation. They might have had a comm come through from the side of that Cypher on Luminosity that things are clear, and he slightly re-clears, but doesn't spot either player, so no one should have any idea about this flank. And bang, he's under all the pressure here, but stands for the first.
And not bad. Event play. Only gonna be Asuna, and they're ready for it, but he still finds the kill. dazzLe falls. And the player advantage swings back the way of 100
So
Thieves
smart.
as Asuna fishes through the wall, and he gets one of the biggest catches he could have hoped for. It's mada taken down. Now Moose, who's crept up onto the site, will fall to those same hands of Asuna, and jcStani will close out the round. It's the pistol to 100 Thieves.
How close does it get? He hears it now. He's aware. He goes under the pressure.
And good timing from Hiko. He gets a snake bite out, so he buys a bit more time for himself, and nobody's ready here. The drone doesn't clear him, and Hiko
1
takes up
HP.
3. He backs away from the decay, and TiGG now needs to try and fight his way out of this. He's got 3 on the round and can't control the spray for 5. 100 Thieves. A Pyrrhic victory here in round 2. Their bonus.
Set up for an A split in this one, and Bang will likely be dissuaded by that early piece of KO utility.
Oh man, that would have been huge if Bang picked one up with the Ghost. Unfortunately, not able to do so, but the rifles, they're just so good. They trade the kills back. A 3v3 is where we land as that spike gets planted out towards the A site, and TiGG continues to frag. Map 1, he went huge. Map 3, he's looking to do the same. Nice shot start onto mada. Okay, he's going to go down. It only took 1 from Ethan, and the odds are even once more. They look to fight on to this site. jcStani trying to push forward. TiGG will be answered, and now it's a 1v1. It's a Sova v Sova. And the time is on the side of LG. Heaps of damage dealt thus far. Recon Bolt going to get destroyed. Shock Dart sent out. Good chip damage onto Ethan. He hops back to it. And that Shock Dart will not find the execute, but the Vandal will. And LG will find their first. Horrible as the fragment goes out to try and stop a rotation. Out over the top goes bdog. He wasn't vulnerable. The phantom shots don't find the frag. Now a Shock Dart looking to deny, and jcStani good for the denial of 1. Ethan battles back for another. Now it's the 6 HP Viper who needs to find 2 more on the round, and somehow he's got himself in a 1v1 situation, but again, the clock in favor. He's got low health, almost no health, and Hiko gets it done.
The Clutch King reclaims his throne. Oh my lord, Hiko. It was a slow start to him in these groups. I remember in their second match, 0-5 in the clutches, but when it matters most in the game.
Wants to go hunting, was expecting mada to try and creep out early. And speaking of creeping, up towards mid goes the Moose, tiptoeing through mid doors. This round, they shouldn't be able to find too much. bdog, the knives get silenced, and Hiko does it again. 3 kills on the site. The pit has fallen, and he's going to start working back towards it already. A couple of kills. Swing the way of the Viper, and now mada has to battle back for 5 with just a Marshall. Damage now the name of the game. How much can he find?
This position will be yet again, so they know he's sticking around. They know he's waiting for an opportunity, and they just won't give it to him. Stani on the shutdown. I mean, that clutch by Hiko just catapulting 100 Thieves.
They've got some Home Alone traps, a paint canister to fall on somebody's head, or jcStani, excuse me. Try and find the kills. They crept on over, and he gets answered through the box. He fumbles with the rendezvous. He can't get away, and, well, now that trap that was set in the trademark, it's all gone. So the push onto B, you can make it. The push through halls, you can do it, and that's exactly what Moose has done. Look at the space all the way into the spawn.
That's massive out of him. They're going to try and double back towards A, but Moose has found the timing. If he can cut off Bang on this rotation or just live, he can go massive right angle, right time, and a fantastic shot out of the Cypher, but it's flank for flank. A nesting doll of 100 Thieves players wrapping back upon themselves. Now Asuna is the man under pressure. He's yet to reveal his position, but he has to wait. Time is of the essence. Do they even want to go for this? The money is a little bit slim.
To bolster, we'll go back out towards mid once more. Recon Bolt for Recon Bolt. Poison Cloud Ooh, body blocked there. Ethan was expecting it, and damage out towards mid as well. bdog and Asuna both chipped away to start this round.
Ooh, TiGG shows himself, and he eats a bullet straight to the head. Bang. Swift on that one for an opening frag. Now Luminosity, options limited. They know their rotation is cut off. They have to commit this one out towards A, and jcStani, he's holding. Finds a shot. He can peek for more even. Rendezvous still available. A chance to double dip with limited risk. The flash, fantastic. But his information still repositioning. Holding close on the angle. Damage done. TP away, and Bang still close in the corner. The stall has been fantastic. 100 have already rotated in, but bdog starts strong. Into the site they go, and a plant for dazzLe.
Spike planted.
Same spot to try and play for main. Also a spot where we might see Moose wrap out towards mid and look to find the kills through the pipe. Not going to be the case just yet, as they're forced to plant their feet here onto the A site. And Moose, speaking of, able to find the kills. Playing that brick position, and a 3v3. The tough one thus far as the shots just refused to land for 100 Thieves. Now the flank comes through in that same headshot angle for Hiko, and he wins the fight. Now Moose has to get it done. At the very least, Moose just has to buy some time. Picks up the first, swings for the next, and Moose has done it. The Red Bull clutch.
Massive clutch to come on.
Changes a little in way of dazzLe going down and not necessarily having that recon bolt, but at the end of the day, right, you'll have the weapon advantage. Things are even, and Asuna, okay, now got himself a weapon. The frenzy up close in person will take down Moose. Hiko will pick one up with the Sheriff. And LG, they've seemingly let this round slip away as bdog finds a kill onto Hiko. Not really aware was Asuna as to where that was playing, and it's a thrifty round for 100 Thieves.
Ooh, work forward, hit through from mid. This doesn't give you much of the sight, but it allows you to get off. There's multiple angles you can jump through this. Go up high, go outside by the single box. 100 Thieves will have to concede. Off of it, Hiko tries to fight. Maybe a bit misguided in that one, because he'll fall. bdog doubles down on these entries, and he's found 3. Massive out of this Jet player, leaving 100 Thieves down to just 2. It would have to be another big clutch round. Another massive retake, but the Viper's Pit makes it feel so unlikely.
Shortly we get the double swing from bdog and dazzLe as the footsteps are heard back sight. Up for Ethan and jcStani to try and make a move in the close angle. Doesn't quite go their way, but jcStani sprays 2 down on the default angle. Mada has since made his way outside the pit.
That's for the backline. That'll reveal the op. This should force out the teleport. Oh no, there's a new angle there. He can actually tuck, stay alive. We'll eventually have to teleport off the KO utility, so sight should be gained. This one will fall to the retake for 100 Thieves.
Hunter Shuri, Asuna out towards mid. Good kill there from dazzLe as well. Moose to make sure the Jet will fall. So the op no longer here in the retake. 100 Thieves. Yeah, they're just hanging out.
It's terrible. And Moose is here to continue to hunt. 1 for 1, that's fine, right? The money is rather good for Luminosity. At least we will be off of this win with the extra bit of an economic endowment from the spike plant, but yeah, that lurk in mid really shuts everything down. Asuna falls early. His dash would have been the linchpin, but that retake doesn't work out in this one. I imagine they don't commit any other guns to the hunt. Sure, their money's okay, but they don't want to give away a third here, and they just might. No, timing's not right for Ethan, so he'll fall. Bang the last one standing, and it looks like he will be allowed to keep his weapon. At the very least, players on the site. This split, it's so heavy out towards mid that Bang has a 1v1 to fight the player in main.
And Hiko picks up the 2 coming from mid. Completely silenced. I mean, what have they done so far? LG seemingly do nothing in that round except for walk into the crosshairs and fall. They let the clock tick for so much, and 100 Thieves gave up nothing of playoff contention. So much to it. We get the timeout. Last round of the half, and we're fully bought up across the board. The knives are online, but bdog down to his last. We'll get the reset on Asuna, who gives just a bit too much. You give him an inch, he'll take a mile. bdog does just that. Now we finally get that null command online for Mada. And the B site, well, it's open for business, and LG are looking to purchase everything. As one scooped up from Ethan through the toxic screen, the spike gets planted. There was a lot of chaos, but now 100 Thieves, they have to try and reel it in and get their way onto this side. dazzLe looking to deny, and he does just that. As Bang will fall, he goes back for another, but the timing escapes him. Hiko swings one back in favor of 100 Thieves. Hiko, the last one standing. Moose will close it out. We're even at the half, and we'll see what's cooked up on the other side of this break. Why it may have come at a surprise. Meanwhile, here in the pistol round, LG gonna go just as 100 Thieves did. Quick into halls, but it's answered immediately. A beautiful flash on the other side. Look at the toxic screen. It worked against LG. 100 Thieves were able to play through that beautifully. They punished for 3 kills, and they're completely unfazed for now as TiGG will find 1. It's all up to Moose. A 1v4 in the pistol round. Sure, you're just a couple of headshots away from winning it, but this is a very tall ask. 100 Thieves off to a great start here in the second half.
Moose, he's found some clutches before, but this one fills out of the realm of possibility. Noise made on the drop down. Swing will come. 3 players will put him down, and it's Asuna to deliver the final bullet. 3K for the man.
Versus just keeping it as that strict bonus round.
Every
And I
round
like
counts.
that because, yeah, every round counts. You need all the momentum that you can get, and especially for 100 Thieves. This is my 3rd time talking about the round differential, but it matters so much when it comes down to the tiebreakers. And speaking of ties, that's where we find ourselves. 4 players still alive on each side, so we're tied in manpower, but Moose, okay, swings the numbers back in favor of LG. And he's trying to find a 7th here, wants to close the gap in way of rounds. Bang will get that spike planted. And at this point in the game, we know the attack can be so strong here in the post plant. It's a 2v4. Well, a 1v4 for only Hiko.
A pendulum for Moose. He never stops. He'll continue to swing back and forth and hold the right angle of 4K for the man, Luminosity. They punish the reinvestment, and now...
One man or one Titan here in bdog. He's been good for multi-kills previously. Eats a shock dart, and, well, he doesn't find anything this time around. It's Asuna to silence the Jets, and it's dazzLe to find the kill on to Bang. The ult is still pulsing, sure. The bodies, they've dropped both sides. We go 2 for 2. As 3 still stand, not really in a resable position either. Moose now looking to play around the cage. The spike is planted. The defense need to make their way on in, and dazzLe eventually awarded with that kill. Nice angle from jcStani as TiGG will pick one up. That one out from A main. TiGG picks up 2. jcStani now, the last one standing. They completely flip the map, and the Viper's pit goes down. Oh no, TiGG wants to push aggressively off of it. He's holding the angle. jcStani's good for it. 3 kills on the round. I'm going to call it the 1v1 clutch for a 9th for 100 Thieves.
Very, very possible swing round here, as it will be Asuna working the blades up mid quickly. This time, no contact setup. Flash is not to come through. Instead, the KO will hold close, a crossfire between him and Moose. Oh, he's revealed, though.
Mada's taken down, up and over the top goes Asuna.
No.
Things get awkward, and Moose almost battles out for one more, but at the end of the day, no harm, no foul. bdog will finally get one back with the Marshall in hand. And this is a crucial round. We've got awkward weapons for both sides as TiGG looks to continue the damage out of reach. And with all the noise made out towards 100 Thieves, they say, you know what, maybe a stack on this side, a bit too much to worry about. jcStani teleports away. Moose will fall. Ethan takes a bit of damage to the B site. Free of charge. Asuna gonna push on through. Find himself a frag. Marshall shot goes wide. Flash over the top, but it does not find the blind. Instead, Hiko and Asuna will find the frags, and now TiGG just has to go hoping and praying with his soul
30
share.
seconds left. Spike planted.
Damage would be good here, but the round is all but over. 11th is written on the walls, and Asuna, oh, he's quick with it. Prime Gaming flawless to boot for 100 Thieves. Right time, and is there the right shot?
Absolutely in the right place, and the 0 point reveals his position, but it does look like they want to go right back to it as Asuna caught out, tossing the cloudburst, and, well, the dynamic duo of Asuna and Bang, they've been taken down, so it's up for the 3 of jcStani, Hiko, and Ethan, and one of them, position's been noted, teleports away, courtesy of the rendezvous, and calls it back before it gets destroyed, so we'll have that one online, maybe sooner rather than later. Is this Cam? It's already got 2 of 3. Where's Hiko at to get tagged up by this one? It's jcStani taps. Doesn't find any damage. Instead, takes a leg shot of his own. And B site, it is heavily fortified here from LG. They know that this is where they want to be as the jump peak. Doesn't spot the op. And for LG, they can just continue to plant their feet as bdog. Uncharacteristic. A miss 45 seconds. A recon bolt hit onto the site, but the spike is down. Good on Moose to find that one there in 100 Thieves. Maybe just look to back away from this one. Not necessarily in fighting shape as Mada picks up the kill out towards mid, and it's all up to Stani to get it done with 9
The
HP.
Viper util, but the Cypher set up the tier as well. Has he grabbed it? Got to come, but the knife will do enough. No Viper util in this hit. TiGG in trouble, but actually isolates the first. It's a separation. Asuna again is too far ahead, and TiGG is farming for 3. Spike is on the floor, and the writing is on the wall. TiGG has found a quadruple kill. Moose just there to finish the job.
Because of that pit alone, and nobody looking to ego that. Wall goes up. Suppression's there as well. And, well, the operator's been noted, and Asuna will fall. Can't dash away in bdog, but he's got the wall up to keep himself safe, and a tag on the opposite end. Ethan picks one up with a Hunter's Fury, but the reset is there for 100 Thieves. They're forced to back all the way into A main, and look at Bang's HP. Remnant of the first map. Now low HP here in this one, and he hasn't fallen just yet. Instead, it's the IGL and Ethan to go down. It's a 3v3. Spike still in hand and teleport out towards mid as 100 Thieves. They want to set their sights elsewhere. You have to assume nobody's been out towards the B site, so that pit to 100 Thieves is still up. Although we see it's not, right? TiGG is still there solo.
They should have heard that it fell. They should have heard that it fell. They should know that. But I imagine they think that'll call for an extra rotation back towards that B site. So they want to re-hit this one out towards A, which is not safe. There's 2 players here, and there's a Moose up top. Shuts down for the first 20 seconds. This has to be a rotation. You see, TiGG's on his way over. That spike has to be planted, and it has to be done expediently.
And jcStani needs to win that fight there, trying to even the odds, or making a 1v2 directly on the site. Meanwhile, out towards mid, TiGG is making his way on over, and it's only chip damage thus far as jcStani. He teleports away, but he's not in a position to help Hiko out at all. It's low HP on the Viper. One shot to the body from one of these Vandals will close out the kill and drop down the pit. The 2v3, Hiko and jcStani need to find ways to hold on as the wall goes down. Moose will find the frag, and jcStani unnoted, sure, thus far, but the poison cloud, he's got to spray through the smoke, and he can't find it. Moose better when blind.
Split this on towards A. Pressure is with Bang.
They were making noise, so this is no question as to whether or not they're up inside the halls. Rendezvous get jcStani away, and Asuna picks up the first with the blades. The reset's there. He backs away out towards mid, expecting a rotation. Not going to find anything. It's Moose still holding it down over towards the B site. Full trust in the Cypher and the 3 players for LG out towards the A site to lock it down without his help. And the shock darts not quite for the right plant spot. That one, however, gets heaps of damage onto jcStani. Look at the HP. It's so low. He pulls out the Rendezvous with a tour de force, excuse me, and bdog sits it down immediately. It's a player advantage. It's Moose to rotate. And LG looking to secure the round, but they have to get that spike planted. Blades for blades. Cloud burst out. Spike is ticking. TiGG out towards mid. Gonna back away. The footsteps are heard. Asuna not quite gonna land the shot. No, TiGG is there to answer. And now the players inside main have to try and hold it down, and they can't. They flounder in 100 Thieves, and LG have tied us up.
What a colossal whiff. Asuna could have won the round. That was make or break, and he whiffs it.
Round will look exactly like this, if not worse, right? It's going to be Bulldogs for the most part. I don't think you're getting 2 extra weapons. And that is, it leaves just a pit in your gut when you see a play like that. But bdog puts a smile on your face with an early frag on a jcStani. The Guardian shots, they don't land, and Mada's able to back away and find the kill onto Bang. Fortunately, 100 Thieves, they've started to stabilize. They've got themselves a player lead now. It's a couple of Guardians to try and find something extra, and Hiko can't do it with his. Moose now working his way out towards the A site from mid. Rifles in hand for Asuna and Ethan. A 2v2 in a crucial round. The spike is planted, and Moose and TiGG are here.
Ethan's alone on this site. A re-clear for Asuna. He's aware that there's unlikely to be a flank, but Ethan, it's on his timing. Dart to work with.
Shock dart sent. Recon bolt, like I said, still available. Send that one as well, but a nice cyber cage. Going to keep Moose safe from that position. Not yet revealed as Asuna plays around the bricks, and he's got to right his wrongs. Nice shock dart. Nice shots from Asuna as he finds 3 now. Moose looking to clutch it out here in the 1v1. He swings the angle. He's got low bullets, but it doesn't matter. The last one in the magazine will be enough, and there's plenty of time. Moose is better But will they? As they open up the door, bdog still holding this angle. Surely somebody is ready for the op to be here. Flash towards the opposite side. Asuna is stomping his way on the site. Mada's here as well. Asuna will fall. The op still stands, but only for a moment as jcStani teleports away. It's a 1-for-1, and the spike is being planted. Look at the post plant. 2 players out inside a main, and Bang is shooting through the boxes and finding heads as he cuts down 2. It's 100 Thieves trying to get us to overtime, but TiGG and Moose are still alive. Here in the retake, they've done it before. Can they do it again?
Molly's forward. You need to isolate the duel onto the player close on the site quickly, and he's given an opportunity. Flash doesn't work out, but Stani fast on the trade, so it's Moose alone, and this time, the clutch is denied. Bang stands up, he shuts down, and secures overtime for 100 T.
Online once more. Hopefully that is the case. LG hanging out towards mid for now. Aggression, though, here from Asuna. You push up, you're going to have to answer to the operator, and Asuna good for 1. It's Mada taken down as one of the initiators. Fall off the table. Meanwhile, Moose, in an aggressive position, should be noted by the trademark rendezvous from jcStani to get away, and Asuna does it again onto TiGG.
Big shots out of him. Now, I mean, Luminosity have no real clear route in. They've used the drone, deployed it out towards B, so they'll try and push this Stani. Oh, he's in trouble. Already used the rendezvous, and look at Moose. He's in there. He's on his flank. He's found the timing, and he's taken Asuna another chance, and he can't get it this time. Ethan trades, so man advantage maintained. 100 Thieves look to play the retake. bdog looks to fight. He's in position to duel out towards spawn. He has no tailwind, though. This is a huge risk in taking this fight.
He's about to be met by Ethan. Hiko in tow. No, the footstep turn to re-equip, and bdog will find the first. Needs to find the next with 30 HP. He looks to walk away. It's a fragment to clear out backside. It's vulnerability. Namali not quite going to finish the jet here as Hiko has since made his way onto the side. A recon bolt to try and reveal for information, and bdog does it again. Now Hiko has to clutch it up here in the first round of overtime. He finds the first. Can he find the next? It's low HP on bdog, but the time is ticking. The spike has to go halfway. The swing is there, and bdog gets it done for LG to win the first in OT. Double OT on the horizon for 100 Thieves. Should they be able to push us there? LG wanting to close this one out and better secure their position up towards playoffs. Mada can find that kill across the A site. Hiko will fall. The wall comes down, and LG are just running down 100 Thieves as Bang will battle back for 1, but needs to start fishing for more. And bdog's got the long angle with the operator out towards spawn. It's all up to jcStani. The weight on his shoulders here. In a 1v4. The first angle, it's cleared, but he's taken down, and it's LG to do it in overtime and keep 100 Thieves winless.